Hey guys, Cast72 here. Hope everyone's doing well. So today I'm going to get around to finally doing the stripes on my Kia Soul back there that you see. I had mentioned before that I wanted to do the stripes on the side of the door. I have them now, but I kind of got tired of the way those were looking, so I wanted to change it up a little bit. And I wanted to share that video with you guys today. So that's what we'll be working on. Again, it's going to be some racing stripes on the side of my Kia, both the passenger and driver's side door. I was thinking about doing a stripe clear across the top, you know, the hood, and then come up all the way up to the roof. But you see that so often, I kind of wanted something a little different. So with that being said, the second question was what kind of colors? Now normally my color scheme on the Kia is red and black, which I love, but I kind of also wanted to change that up a bit without going too dramatic. So what I chose was a flat matte red, kind of like a metal gray. These are all going to be flat matte finishes, and white. What I'll do is I'll put a link in the description of all the parts I've used and where I got them. And I'm gonna take it out of the plastic just so you can get a better look of what I'm referring to here. So that's the finish right there. Keep in mind I'm in my back patio and my umbrella is red, so it's casting that red hue on top of me. So you might not be seeing the actual true color, but we'll get around to that when I'm done, or you'll see the finished product. So I got my stripes material, you know, adhesive. I'm gonna use some blue tape to mark my measurements. Speaking of which, I'm gonna use a measurement tape just so that I'm not scratching the finish with, if I use a regular measuring tape, you know, like a carpenter measuring tape, I'm using a fabric. It won't scratch the surface. Again, the tape is to measure in my distance to have equal stripes on the door in sequence on both left and right, so it looks adequate, doesn't look awkward. I'm going to use this finish line tape product made by 3M, and what this does is it enables me to have a clean cut through the stripes without actually cutting into the finish of the vehicle. A pair of scissors, utility knife, a blade, and this little product right here, which I'll also put in the description. This basically is it's a squeegee, but it's a special one. It's you get 2 of them in this package. Probably going to use 1 for each door, although 1's probably going to be good enough. And what this has is a nice little mesh fabric so that it doesn't scratch the vehicle, or it doesn't scratch the finish of the stripes or the decal. So those are the products I'm going to use, and like I said, there's the Kia. Let me show you what I have on there now, and that way you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Let me take the camera over there real quick. First, let me go ahead and swap this around. So what I want to show you is what I have on here now. So on my driver's side, I went ahead and took that off a while back. I actually didn't put this stripe on because I kind of just wanted to drive around with it on one stripe just to kind of see what the results would be. I'll take you around the other side real quick. So there you go. That's what I have on there now. And like I said, I'm not very, I mean, I liked this pinstripe, but I kind of wanted to do something different. Like I said, it looks nice. However, that's just not really, you know, that's not something I was really looking forward to keeping. It was just more or less of a trial and error. I kind of wanted to see what it looks like. And as you can see, it doesn't look too bad. But like I said, I want to change it up a little bit. So just wanted to show you what it looks like, guys. So at this point, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and wash up the sides and get it all cleaned up so I can go ahead and start doing the racing stripes. And that's what we're gonna do today. So hope you guys enjoy the video. Let me go ahead and get this started. Okay guys, so what I want to show you now is that I cleaned the two doors, which is really all I'm concerned about right now, is just cleaning the doors. I'm not going to do the whole car until I've got the stripes all completed, but you want to make sure the surface is nice and clean and dry. You want to get rid of any sticky residue, any oils, any dirt and debris that pretty much collects on a vehicle during, you know, everyday operation. Here's the other side. Got it all nice and clean. I'm gonna take those red pinstripes off, but I'm just using those as a basis just so I know exactly where to start with my measurements, because that's exactly where I want my stripes to be. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and do next. Just wanted to show you that you do need to clean the surface extremely well before you put this on. Okay, let's go ahead and continue. Okay guys, before I go further, I wanted to explain to y'all how I got my crease. First, I decided what length I wanted my stripe to be. So roughly it's going to be, I don't know, that's about what, 4.5, maybe 5 inches. That's the length of the stripes that I wanted. So once I got my first measurement, I went ahead and just folded it directly in half to where it meets with each side, so that I have a perfect crease. And now I know exactly where I need to cut with the blade, so my stripes will be even. I just wanted to show you that before we go any further. So that's how I got it. So basically once it's cut, that's pretty much going to be the length of my stripe. So just wanted to show you guys that before we go on. And there you go. And then we'll do that. We'll do that with this. We'll do the same with all other colors, including the white and the gray. Now the white will be the exception, because on that one it's going to be a thinner stripe and it's going to be in the center of the red and the gray. So yeah, let's. I won't show that because it's just more time on the video. I'll go ahead and do that off the camera, and then once I get them cut, I'll go ahead and go back to the car, start the time lapse with me putting the stripes on the vehicle. So, all right. Okay guys, another thing I want to mention is well, aside from it getting very hot out here, I was going to go ahead and use the 3M strip to add an additional stripe, which would have been the white, but after looking at it and going with the contrast of the car, I don't think white's going to be a good idea. I kind of think it's going to stand out quite a bit. It would make a difference if I had more white on the car, but since I don't, I think I'm just going to leave it with the metal gray and the red. I think that's going to look pretty good. I also wanted to show you guys that earlier I mentioned you're going to need a fabric tape. So what I did was I measured basically to get an exact identical distance for the opposite side. I measured from the top corner of the edge all the way over to the top corner of the actual vinyl wrap, and then I did the same exact with the bottom from here to here. And basically I'm not worried about the bottom at that point because you pretty much, it's going to go in line. So that should take care of that, and then everything else is just the adequate spacing between each one, and they should come out identical. So I already made my marks. I used my tape, and let me show you what that turned out to look like. So there's my mark, and that's the distance exactly matching the opposite side. And then as it goes down the strip, it'll meet with this one. That's the exact same distance as the opposite side, and then the remaining it'll just fall into place. And then the next one over, obviously just keep it the distance of the gap that's in between the red and gray on the opposite side, and then you can just proceed from there. But yeah, I'm not gonna do the white, guys. It's gonna stand out a little bit too much, and I'm not really happy with the way that looks. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and skip out on that for now. And like I said, if I had more white on the vehicle, then I would do it, but it's gonna stand out pretty bad. The other thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and take off this gas cap cover. It's got this kind of like imitation carbon fiber, and I'm thinking I'm gonna split it in half and do half red, half metal gray, or I might just do all red. And what else was I gonna do? I think one more thing, since I have some excess vinyl, I'm gonna go ahead and just do 2 strips coming straight down, red and black. I'm sorry, red and gray. That way it just kind of adds to it, and I'm not wasting the excess material. If I don't like it, I can always peel it off. But yeah, that's where we're at right now, guys. So let's continue. It's getting hot out here, and I'd like to get it and cool down a little bit. So let me go ahead and get set up, do a time lapse on the other side. We'll give it a nice good clean wash, and I think that'll be a winner. All right. Oh boy, okay guys, that's the other door, and as you can see, it's pretty much matches right on it. That's pretty much exactly how the distance is on the opposite side. We'll take a walk over real quick and show you. Not too difficult, just you got to be very careful with the air bubbles. You got to apply it very slowly and put pressure on it very lightly, because you never know if you're going to have to take it off and redo it again. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I like the way it looks. I'm going to go ahead and finish off the back. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and put a stripe down here in the rear, a red and gray coming just straight down, and then I'm going to go ahead and probably just put a red cover on the gas cap, or gray, or do it half and half. I haven't decided yet. And yeah, I'll go ahead and give it a wash, and then we'll give it a complete walk around. And that's the new look for the Kia. It was time for some new stripes. So yeah, let me continue on, guys. It's getting hotter and hotter. That sun just simply doesn't let up. All right, here we go. Moving forward.